Okay, everyone, welcome to Linear Expressions and Equations Day 1. There are 3 days to this unit, and then a test, and then the year is over. So I figured for this unit we would just go back and review things that we did at the very start of the school year. So day 1, we're going to be doing simplifying linear expressions. When I say linear, I mean that you're only going to be dealing with an x, not an x squared, not an x cubed, not an x to the fourth. We're just dealing with a basic x. Okay, so the first thing we're going to review is an expression. An expression is a mathematical phrase that can contain numbers, variables, and operators like addition and subtraction. So when I say operators, I mean add, subtract, multiply, divide. Now, expressions do not have an, and that should say and, not and, equal sign. Okay, once we put an equal sign in it, that becomes an equation, not just an expression. So for example, an expression could be something like 5x plus 7y minus 3. So we've got numbers, 5, 7, and 3. We've got variables, x and y, and we've got operators, plus and minus. That's an expression. Next, a term. A term is a constant or a variable in an expression. They are separated by addition and subtraction signs. An example, list all of the terms in the expression. So we can list them or we can circle them. So terms are separated by plus and minus, addition and subtraction. So 6x is a term. 10y is a term. More importantly, negative 10y. Okay, positive 13 is a term and positive 5z is a term. So this has 4 terms. Okay, and then once again, I want to point out that this is actually negative 10y. That's the whole term. You kind of bring the subtraction sign along with it. Coefficient, the number in front of a variable in a term. Example, circle all of the coefficients in the expression. So the number in front of the variable. So 14 is a coefficient. Negative 7 is a coefficient. Negative 2 is a coefficient. Now 10, he's not in front of a variable. So 10 is actually called our constant. Okay, so if it's not in front of a variable, we call it a constant. It gets a special name. But the 14, the negative 7, the negative 2, those are all coefficients. Like terms, terms that have the same base, meaning variable, and the same exponent, meaning power. Okay, now this one you guys don't have to worry about so much because like I said, we're just going to review linear. So the only power we're going to be dealing with is the power of 1. But if we were to introduce other powers, x squared, x cubed, then we would have to worry about that. So example, identify all of the like terms in the expression. So we're looking for all the terms that have the same variable. 14x, negative 7x. They have the same, so they are like terms. 10y is the only one with a y, so he's kind of by himself. And then we've got our negative 2, so he's kind of by himself as well because he's our only constant. Now, where we're going to be going with this in our next video is we're going to combine like terms. So 14x's minus 7x's is 7x. And then we would bring down our positive 10y. We would bring down our negative 2, and that's what we call simplifying an expression.